Hi guys, Kate Martin here with the second part of the rant about why calories are not the only thing that counts or fitting your macros. So if you think of it as a quadrant of 4 things that affect your metabolism, and obviously there's a lot more, because if you slow your liver down, that's something that would be in the 4th quadrant. Each of these I could talk probably for, I don't know, another 4 hours on each subject themselves, and I'm not the specialist. So there are people who do specialize in fixing your digestion, your hormones, your liver, or just finding out what's right for you. Now that bit of finding out what's right for you to digest, which I'll talk about in a second, which is metabolic typing, that part you can do yourself, and you should try to figure that out. So in the first section, we'll call it your digestion. And a way to figure out if you're digesting what your body wants to be digesting is if you are pooing between 8 and 12 inches of crap a day. If you're eating every day, you should definitely be pooing every day. One of the things that you can do to speed this up straight away is make sure you drink enough water. Have a look through my blog posts for articles on water about the types of water you should be drinking. You should aim for at least 2 litres. Doctors will argue about this, but I think you should drink 3, maybe even 4. Your hormones is another thing that will affect weight loss. How they affect weight loss is if your insulin, your blood sugar is being spiked and moving around all the time, that can cause stomach fat gain. And estrogen imbalance will cause your cycle, if you're a girl, to be irregular, which will cause you to want more sugar. So there's a fall-on effect. If you don't get your health right, it's very hard to lose weight, and it's not just about the calories that you put in, because we have to look at these underlying factors. So there's your digestion. How will that affect you? Clearly, if you're not pooing, you're going to be a couple of kilos heavier than what you should be, and when you're excreting waste product, you're getting rid of waste product, and you want to get rid of waste product to get lean. There's your hormones and controlling your blood sugar. So one of my tips for that is to eat a little bit of saturated fat in the morning with your first meal, and that will help control blood sugar and discipline for the whole day. Then there's making sure your liver's not too overloaded with synthetic medications or even recreational drugs or alcohol. Everything that slows the liver down will have an effect on your fat burning ability, because your liver is your fat burner, and toxins are held in fat cells, not just calories. So when the toxins are released, you need to be then able to excrete them from your body. So see how all the systems work together. A theory that I love, and I will do another video on this, is metabolic typing, which takes into consideration blood type, but basically it comes down to the length of your intestine, which determines your ability to break down saturated fat. So some people go really well, for example, on the Atkins diet, and other people go really well on things like the Pritikin diet, which is an old theory of low fat. But a lot of people are great in between. So how to tell what you digest best is to keep not just a food diary, but see how your mental clarity is and your energy levels, and just your overall feeling of well-being, your concentration, an hour after you eat. So your blood sugar and everything is starting to be affected then, and how your body wants to digest things will give you a signal for how you best digest things. And maybe you did eat too many carbs at breakfast, or maybe you did eat too much saturated fat for how your body wanted to digest things, and that particular meal should be a different balance of carbs and protein and fat. And that's one of the theories that's been around for a really, really, really long time by a guy called W.D. Woolcott, and I am a metabolic typing advisor. I do recommend the book Metabolic Typing if you want to read more about that kind of stuff, or this is another great book. Anyway, so there's rant over. Thank you for listening. Please post questions below if you've got any.